What up, witches? It's Anne of the Waters here at Teapot Witchery. As promised, I am uploading a video to kind of just talk about whatever. Well, I'm going to start posting videos about talking about whatever. This particular video is going to be about one of my favorite divination tools. Now, I've been very, very lucky in being able to experiment and play with different tools over the years, like tarot, oracle cards, Lenormand, runes, and the ogam. This came as a request from one of my viewers last week. Thank you, Amber. And I wanted to do just a quick video, quick rundown as to what it is, a brief history, how we use it, and give a recommended book if you want to dive a little bit further into it. So let's begin. Ogam or ogam or Om is a primitive Irish alphabet that consists of 20 feta or 20 characters. Each character or feta, or each fid I should say, each fid is arranged into one of 4 okmas. Now that's 4 okmas originally. There is a 5th okma that comes in later in history, and I'll cover that later on in this video. To give a very, very brief history, and by very brief I mean maybe a sentence or two, ogam is found throughout Ireland, Wales, and Scotland, and it appears very consistently around the 4th century, 5th century CE, 5th or 4th century Common Era. But in its earliest forms, they were carved into stones and used as boundary or funerary markers, which was really, really interesting, at least based off of the archaeological evidence that we have on hand. Now, how does this apply to us nowadays? We take the ogam and we have an established understanding of each fid corresponding with a particular tree or a particular element, and we use that in our divination because each and every single one has its own special meaning. And we, like I said earlier, we have 20 to start from, as each and every single one of these ogam, these feta, have their own sound ascribed to it. So there are a couple of sounds that have evolved over the past couple of centuries. Because those sounds didn't exactly exist in the original Old Irish, a couple of new feta were kind of creative for those sounds to fit them right into the language. And those are called, I believe they're called 4 feta. And I particularly don't read with them, and you might want to. It's entirely up to the reader. And you can usually buy them as a set on Etsy if you want. There are many, many wonderful shops. I've bought this particular set, there is my camera, this particular set off of Etsy, or you can get creative and make your own. So I've used a wood burning tool and just made my own at home based off of these rounds that you can get at your local craft store. When I was first starting out, I painted them on popsicle sticks. Again, a very easy way to kind of ease myself into the feta and understanding what each and every fid meant to me. And in understanding those meanings, I was able to use them as a very strong divination tool. And I do have a book that I would definitely recommend. It's called Ogam Weaving Word Wisdom. I hope it shows up frontwards. It might show up backwards when it's showing up backwards for me as I'm recording, but it may show up forwards for you, probably backwards anyway. It's by Erin Rowan Laurie. It's a wonderful book to start off of. It covers so many different meanings of the feta, and I really appreciate that there are different perspectives that are given to each and every fid. And what you're going to find, and this was something that was really difficult for me to wrap my head around as I started this journey, you can get so much information from different books, and they're all going to have a completely different meaning to the fit in question. And it really is up to you, the reader, as you meditate, as you sit with these feta, to understand exactly what kiert, or the apple, means to you in particular. What does apple mean to you? What does apple mean to me? It means a whole host of fantastic technological products, but it also means the apple that is from the Garden of Eden, to represent trickery or even knowledge. Is it good knowledge? Is it bad knowledge? I don't know. Oftentimes when I do readings, it means to be very cautious about the fruit you're biting into. It could be very sweet, but make sure that you are aware of your surroundings, because it could have been given to you by a nasty old witch who wants to poison you to be the fairest in the land. There could be a worm in that apple. Who knows? That is a meaning that resonates with me. It could resonate completely different in you when you read about kiert. So yeah, that was my book recommendation. A very quick run through as to what ogam is. I want to keep these videos relatively short, or as short as I can. And I'm really filming all of this in one fell swoop, so that's kind of how I do things, friends. But yeah, it's wonderfully diverse. It's got amazing stories associated with each and every fid, and they're fantastic for spell work. I've definitely used it for spell work, where I would connect each fid together with an intention and a purpose, and maybe I'll draw a spiral with the different lines, either through it or next to it, depending on which fid I want to use in my spell work. And I can cover that in another video later on regarding ogam spell work, and I personally pronounce it as ogam. And so that's kind of it. That's what I wanted to cover in this video. I know it's short, it's a little bit rambly. Just bear with me, y'all. I'm kind of foraying into very new territory for myself. Again, I'm very excited about it, but I'm also very nervous, as you can tell. But yeah, drop me a comment down below. Let me know. What else would you like to see? Do you want to see more ogam? Do you want to go through what it's like to put together an ogam spell? How to write one? Or you want to know about Lenormand? Or, throw some ideas. We'll see what sticks to the wall. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. And if you want to see more videos of me rambling about different magical things, go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's somewhere over here, somewhere. Click the subscribe button. And if you definitely want to know when I upload a new video, click on the notification bell. It should send you a nice little email every time I upload a video. Remember, you're wanted, you're loved, and I'm so glad, again, that you're here. I hope you take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!